Bruce Lee once said, "If you throw a rock into a pond, you get ripples. Soon the ripples will cross the whole pond." This means that every action we do has implications and affects other parts of our lives. Obama has a health plan that he is trying to put in action, and it is going through Congress and Senate as I speak. This health plan would be considered the rock, and the ripples that it would make are not relaxing or kind, but more like a tidal wave. The implications of having this type of health insurance reform would affect the nation by less health care, higher taxes, and restrictions on consumers buying health insurance across state lines. President Obama's goal is to give health insurance to low-income individuals. By doing this, it will cost more than $1 trillion over the next 10 years. You may be asking yourself, how will this get paid? The way that Obama plans to fund this project is to cut Medicaid, that is a $3 billion a year project. Also by giving higher taxes to individuals earning more than $250,000 a year. Raising the taxes would change the behavior of higher income taxpayers so they would not fall into this bracket. The rich did not get rich by giving their money away for free. As anyone would do, they would figure out ways to make their income tax less taxable. In other terms, tax shelters. This would make less revenue than expected and resulting in higher taxes for the middle class. His proposal also states that there will be a community rating rate that will have the same premiums for all patients regarding their age, obesity, or other difference in lifestyles. The Senate would impose a ban on all premium nationwide. Insurers could not charge more than twice as much as the less expensive. For example, a 70-year-old man that smokes would pay $10,000 a year would now only pay $5,000 a year. And a 20-year-old guy that plays sports would pay $800 a year would now pay $2,500 a year. As you can see, the younger generation and the middle class will both suffer financially. This plan will be so heavily subsidized that the Americans will tend to over-consume expensive medical services just as they do now with Medicare. Only this time the number will be 3 times as much. The hospitals and physicians simply won't be able to satisfy the unhinged demand for services that looked like a bargain. I know that if I was getting health insurance for next to nothing, I would get a lot of things checked out. Obama also plans to cut the level of health spending by defining the appropriate care that will be paid for by the government. This would result in fewer services that will be covered under insurance policy. This plan will be so inexpensive for people that the nation will be overconsumed with medical services and flood doctors and hospitals. Another thing that Obama is doing is not allowing the American people to shop around from state to state for the cheapest insurance policy. Instead, he is making the most expensive region lower their premiums to match those of lesser regions. This will not only deter away from national price competition, but also not allow for a true national free market. The plan imposes public works-like restrictions on the insurers, capping their profits and transferring premiums from the insurers with younger, healthier patients to those who serve older, sicker population. By not passing this bill, you will be able to keep the right to shop around for insurance with anyone you choose, keep your taxes at a minimum, and have a better health care system. It sounds great to have the whole nation insured, but at what cost? I feel that this bill, if passed, will be another stepping stone in the decline of American freedom, quality, and living for the majority of the nation. You can help stop it before it starts. Once this bill has been passed, there is no turning back. After the speech, I will pass out information so that you can contact your local senator and congressman and tell them Obama's plan is not the answer. If enough people voice their concerns, something will be done to stop it before it starts. I also have copied a website that you can look at Obama's health plan in full. This bill will affect you and us as a nation. Please stop it before it starts. Much like a rock in a pond, once the rock has been thrown, the ripples are soon after, and there will be no stopping them. Thank you.